Hi and welcome back to Warframe. A while ago we did the Grinlok with a bit of crit chance because everybody had the mods or could get the mods to do that one. This time we're going to have a look at how to get 100% status on it, which does require the two event mods, which at the moment aren't in general circulation but can be got for, they're actually going pretty cheap at the minute in the trading channel. These things started life with one polarity. We formatted them twice, so we ended up with two V's and a dash. That's basically, well, I can show you. Serration, multi-shot, and then whichever element you want to add that has a dash to it. And basically all you need is split chamber is kind of essential for this because it increases the status chance. Hammer shot, actually just out of complete curiosity. Nope, hammer shot is needed for that last 0.1%. Had to wonder there. Hammer shot's a nightmare mode mod. Malignant Force, which is dropped by Captain Vor on Tower 4 Void missions, or it has a chance of dropping that as well as the other three that came with that. High Voltage, which is the electrical version, that also adds 60% status. And then Thermite Rounds, which also adds 60% status chance, and that one does fire damage. After that you'll basically end up with two empty slots at the top. What we've done is we've actually stuck magnetic on here, which means we've thrown a cryo round in, and then electricity afterwards. We have Stormbringer to increase that, but then we have Malignant Force, which is mixing with the thermite rounds to give us gas damage as well. But every single round out of this will be doing the gas damage and the magnetic damage. But obviously it just depends which faction you actually go up against. If you go up against the Grenier, something like corrosive is better, and that is basically electricity and poison. So the easiest thing to do is swap out cryo rounds for another toxic mod, and that will basically turn the magnetic into corrosive. But it would become corrosive and fire. The only reason this ends up with two element types on it is because the cryo rounds is mixing with high voltage to create the magnetic, and then we've got two elements left over, which is the poison and the fire. If we were to take cryo rounds out, there would only be three elements, so you only get one mix, and then the fire would be left over. Unless you went for something like radiation, in which case it would be radiation and I think it's toxin, yeah, because radiation's fire and electricity. Or you can leave that cryo round in there and literally just swap it with the thermite rounds I had beneath it, and you'll end up with radiation and viral, which would work really well, to be honest. But I mean, it's two formers, it's not that much work. The only problem with this weapon, getting it to 100, comes down to the high voltage mod, which was Tethra's Doom and thermite rounds, and the thermite rounds was Breeding Grounds, which is great because that's now been on the PlayStation 4, even though they've had a few networking errors during that event. So now even on the PlayStation 4 you can now have 100% status build on the Grinlok, which has made me want a PlayStation 4 even more. It's bugging me now. I want one so bad. But anyway, this weapon, it turns out to be with the 100% status chance, as long as you set it up for whatever faction you're going up against, it does turn out to be a pretty powerful weapon. But we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.